let's be honest, videos like this aren't very exciting. But this is me after I've just run the fastest ever that I've ever run. And for the first time ever, I've got an under 30-minute 5k. Yes! We're telling a story, we're creating emotion, and we're just adding one little thing. If you're like me and film a lot of content that involves a lot of non-verbal clips or B-roll, then you know the raw footage can be kind of, well, dull. But what if I told you there's a secret weapon that can transform even the most mundane running clips into something epic? Something that makes people stop scrolling and actually feel something. And you know what that secret weapon is? Music. I'm currently training for my first marathon, and I'm going to be documenting it via the art form that is videography. Whether that's my training vlogs or race recaps, all are going to be captured via either long or short form video. But here's the secret. With the right music, you can change those mundane clips into something potentially epic, and you can transform even the most boring footage into something that feels straight out of a sports documentary. Here's the thing, music isn't just background noise, it's the soul of your video. It sets the tone, it builds emotion, turns a simple run into a story. But finding the right music, that's where most people get stuck, and that's why I use Audiio, a game-changing platform for creators like me who want to take their videos to the next level. So what I'm going to do now is going to hand you over to Andre in the studio, who's going to be in a much better position to tell me while I continue on with my training run.
And this is where Audiio comes in. The music library is a creative powerhouse. Let me show you how I use it to make my running videos pop when I'm editing on my MacBook Air. So when you do go on the Audiio website, this is what you're confronted with. So you've got your standard tracks that they recommend, either those are probably new ones or popular ones. And how I search for music is sometimes I do like to start with the mood. If I'm trying to portray a certain vibe in my clip that I'm looking for, I might start with the mood. So obviously look, you've got a lot of options here. So you've got aggressive, anthemic, burden, chill, cinematic, cheerful. But let's say if we're going for something that's empowering, so we just click on empowering and it'll just filter this list so that we can see something that's empowering. And the good thing about this, you can keep adding. So if you want empowering and epic, you can just add epic and it will just look for music that has both of those moods. And obviously you can go for other things, so you can go for genre, you can go for particular instruments that you're looking for, if you're doing a sort of a video theme. So you've got aerials, corporate, documentary, education, fashion, food, things like that. It will just filter the list. But so while we're now looking at something that's empowering and epic, you're still gonna need to listen to the certain clips, so just play it. And the good thing about this, you can download individual aspects of the Audiio itself. So for this one that's called Run It Up, if you don't want the vocals, you don't have to download them. You can download all stems, or you can download the individual stems and just leave the vocals. It's up to you. So the other filter criteria, there is build, so steady, ascending, sort of building up to something. I do like that one a lot. You can, if there's a particular beats per minute that you're looking for, something with just vocals, male vocals, female vocals, or require a particular duration. So I like to, if you're filming a sort of shorts clip that may be like 30 seconds, sometimes it might be difficult to find a 30-second segment of a 2-minute song clip. So if you just narrow it down to 30 seconds, then you know that within that 30 seconds, it's going to have all those aspects that you're looking for. If I want my run to feel aggressive or empowering, dramatic, I can just choose those mood styles and even combine them to find potentially the perfect track to capture the exact mood that I'm after, or go with something completely different that has that ascending build up to create something in that classic underdog story vibe. Or if I just want to capture the peacefulness of an early morning jog, I'll go for something soft, ambient, maybe a sort of lo-fi beat. Now, so far, I've not been able to come away from a search without finding the ideal soundtrack for that long or short form video that I'm creating. Now, music is just one part of the equation. The real magic happens when you add sound effects, and this is what you've got with that. So you can search. So if I'm looking for running on leaves, for example, so I can just type that in, and then there's the running on leaves, so I can just play that. And as far as running on leaves that's perfect. So I can download that, put it into my clip, and then put it into my editing software of choice and put it on, and it just makes it sound a little bit more authentic. You see the difference? See how much more real and authentic that feels compared to how it was originally. The same footage, but with the right music. It tells a completely different story, and that's the power of audio. It's not just about adding music, it's about creating an experience. And when you pair that with good visuals, you've got something that grabs attention and doesn't let go. Now here's where Audiio have embraced AI, and it's actually a really cool feature. Their LinkMatch AI actually analyzes music from various sources like Spotify, TikTok and YouTube to find matching tracks within their database that obviously isn't copyright protected, as long as you have that active subscription. So with the LinkMatch AI, there may be a certain track of a popular artist that you really like. So for example, I like the Naughty Boy featuring Beyonce track called Running, and I like to use that. I'd love to use that in a lot of my video clips, but obviously because of copyright reasons I can't. So with LinkMatch AI, I've got the link from YouTube for that song, so I can just paste it into here and then search, and then this is going to search all of the Audiio database and find songs that it thinks sound like it, that may be able to produce that same vibe and atmosphere as that original song. So let's have a look and listen to what it's recommended for this track. Now obviously it's not going to be the original sounding track because obviously for copyright reasons you can't use it, but these are going to be the tracks that it thinks are as close to sounding and give you those same sort of vibes as the original track. Now this is going to take out the guesswork and make sure that your music feels right for your footage. And sometimes you'll have a scene that can be so specific that it's hard to go and search for that track. You know what should go there, but you just haven't got that puzzle piece to fit in the gap.
In my mind, this is how I feel like my Zone 2 training is going. Yep, as slow as that. But in reality, this is how it's going.
Now AI is all about acting on prompts, but with Audiio's Hans AI, you can enter a prompt that you want music to fit in, and it will search its database to find the track that it thinks will fit in that gap. Now if you don't know what particular music you were looking for and just probably open to anything, but you know where you want to put it, through Hans AI, you can sort of describe your scene via prompts, and it will search the Audiio database and try and find that music that's perfect for your prompt. So let's use the running on leaves in the dark and windy mountains. See what that finds. So Hans recommends check out these songs that will align with your request. So let's see what these sound like.
sounds pretty good. It's got that atmospheric sort of beat that's
So some really good suggestions on there, and that's what the power of AI is doing for applications like this with audio. So if you want to save hours of editing and searching through music tracks that simply doesn't fit, and you still want to get professional cinematic results in less time, this tool is a potential game changer.
In my mind, this is how I feel like my Zone 2 training is going. Yep, as slow as that. But in reality, this is how it's going.
See how huge of a difference that makes. The right music or sound effects takes your videos from just another clip to something that feels powerful, inspiring, and worth watching. Now, if you want to level up your content, check out Audiio. Their lifetime membership gives you unlimited access to music, sound effects, and AI-powered tools that make storytelling effortless. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but isn't it expensive? Well, here's the best part. Audiio is super affordable, especially for the value that you're getting. And if you use the link in the description below and use this code here, you can get 70% off your first year of Audiio Pro. Trust me, it's worth every penny. If you're not using music in your content, then this is one of the best investments that you can make for your videos. Now, what are you waiting for? Stop settling for footage that may be boring and start creating videos that inspire, motivate, and captivate. Head over to Audiio using the link below and let's start turning your videos into cinematic masterpieces. Many thanks for Audiio for supporting this video. It's greatly appreciated. Now let's head back over to
If you enjoyed this video, press that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next running. Not running on my mind. See you in the next one.